Hello! Top of the morning to ya. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Okay, I can't see it all out of those. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. I have to, with the Irish heritage associated with the midlife psychic here, we have to do a reading today on the energy of the leprechauns. Now that I'm adjusted back to reading mode here, I just wanted to say today is a fun day to take a little break and just celebrate the energy of the leprechauns and the fairies and the unicorns and all of those fun, lighthearted, I don't know what I want to call them, but fun, lighthearted energies, and celebrate a day that is for just that. So I thought we would use the runes today because they have a Celtic feel here, and just ask a couple of questions about St. Patrick's Day and the energy of the leprechauns. And in 2026, how can we embody some of that energy of the fays and the leprechauns to help get us through a time that's a little heavier? Let's use their lightness. So I'm going to pull a rune to start the reading. So tell me about the leprechauns. What can we know about leprechauns that might help us today? Okay, so I got Playful. So the rune Playful is about luck, money, wealth, abundance. It really is a lucky rune. And so I think the message from the leprechauns today is, what do you feel lucky about? This is a funny story. The other day, my daughter was driving the car and she goes, "Mom, there's money in the street." So we pulled over where it was safe. And sure enough, there was just money in the road. Dollar bills floating around. So we grabbed some of the street money, called street money. And I was like, wow, wasn't that lucky? I think the message that we're going to be given is don't run in the street for money, people, okay? Be smarter than me. But there is a message of acknowledge sometimes when you get a little bit of something lucky dropped in your lap. Maybe it's an extra ticket to go somewhere, or maybe you win a drawing, or maybe you get lucky. Where are you going to notice an area that you've been lucky? So focus on something upcoming or something recently that happened where you had the luck of the Irish. Okay, one more. I love that. Of course it would be luck. Okay, so this is our next rune, and this one is Hagalas, and it is hailstorm, loss, destruction, and change. Okay, so the Irish came through so many challenges. The destruction of their potato crops, the infestation that happened that, ruined their food source. The fact that they had to make a huge change. A lot of them immigrated here to the United States and other countries. The resilience of the Irish people, aka the leprechaun energy, is something that I'm being drawn to right now. So even though it may seem like a hailstorm or some other kind of storm that we're going through, that the ability to adapt to change and embrace it, that's a really good message. So I want to see if there is anything else that Spirit wants to add about the energy of St. Patrick's Day that we can lean into right now. I'm being shown the leprechauns, the fairies, the unicorns are all part of a mystical, magical, lighthearted, and they're showing people like laughing and enjoying the lighthearted energy of these. They're showing like little sprigs of light. So are they real, Spirit? Are these real? Not in the way that we think. They are a real energy, but they don't look like a unicorn or a leprechaun or the way we portray fairies. They keep showing me like little bursts of light. They're an earth energy. And they are here to spread light, and I feel like some of them actually protect the earth plane in some way. What else can you tell us? The acknowledgement and celebration of the day is what we encourage everyone, not just for St. Patrick's Day, but for all the special days you can celebrate. Make sure you take advantage and do so. So I'm recording this section of the video in the evening because I'm hoping we can get an orb of the leprechaun or the leprechaun spirit to show up for us on this St. Patrick's Day Eve so that they can join us in the celebrations. So this is an orb of love and light and St. Patrick's Day good cheer. I have faith that you're showing up. Where are you? There's one. Enjoy this excuse to do something fun. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I hope you take some time to enjoy the day. And if you're wanting to watch a little something fun while you're enjoying the day, I have 2 videos that I just released that I hope you'll take a minute and check them out. Thanks so much. Happy St. Patrick's Day.